Hello and welcome once again everyone. Today's replay highlight features the Tier 9 French destroyer Mogador, and I'd like to give a special shout out and thanks to Uzora from Clan Omni for sharing this very good replay. The Mogador will be available to everyone with the next patch, and until then we'll just have to make do with the replays from the lucky few who were persistent enough to get the Mogador from the container drops. This map is called Atlantic, and our captain has spawned with his 3-man division south of the sea cap, which includes Tier 9 premium American heavy cruiser Alaska and French premium battleship Jean Bart, which is quite a strong setup. Our captain drops some widespread torpedoes here, simply blind torping a position where he is guessing an enemy destroyer might approach from. The Mogador has such fast reloading torpedo tubes. It's a tactic one can employ quite often. This sea capture point can be quite the death trap on this map, due to the close proximity of a large number of islands on virtually all sides of the capture zone, which can often result in a stalemate of sorts, with multiple ships camping both sides. From my own personal experience, I've found it can be quite difficult and time-consuming to gain the initiative here. The enemy Neptune gets taken out by our captain's division's Alaska, and this enemy Mogador is camping on that opposite side of the island. Reversing, it seems. Our captain is going to try and get a flank here, possibly. It's one of the great strengths of the French destroyers is their high speed and the ability to reposition quickly. This pink Kitakazi now is making a critical mistake. When there's a large number of ships camping this capture point, heading into this point is usually a big mistake. Our Mogador is going to try and make use of this Kitakazi. Enemy Mogador is camped in behind that island with no intention of moving whatsoever. Enemy Stalingrad is spotted rushing into the open. Our captain drops torps immediately. Falls into a defensive position to fall back when and if the radar comes. The captain is well prepared. He's already in a kiting position, about to get into cover. These torpedoes are looking on target. Just take some fire from the Stalingrad. The engine is knocked out, but he's already in cover. Get some quick shells off on the enemy Mogador that's popped out. Did manage to get a couple of torpedoes on that Stalingrad. And he's now into the safety of cover behind this island. Gets undetected. Repairs his engine. Meanwhile, the friendly Kitakazi has sailed out into the center of the capture point and is being in the process of getting deleted. And sure enough, enemy Stalingrad takes out the Kitakazi. That draws the scores virtually level. Some incoming torpedoes. Kitakazi is spotted in the open. He gets undetected. There's an enemy Bismarck coming in. Our captain is careful not to drop on the wreck of the Kitakazi. Our Jean-Bart is pushing into an advanced position on the edge of the capture point. He's going to get into a close contact brawl with this Bismarck. This Mogador is still camped in behind the island. Gotta love this guy's clan tag, kaput. Oh, the torps just run out short of the Bismarck. Captain opens fire. Brief salvo, getting immediately undetected again behind the island. He spots the Mogador, who's finally making a move. He pops his reload booster, tries to get off another salvo or two. Yamato is hugging the back line of the map. Common tactic you will see from Yamato captains. He's actually reversed up against the back line, it would seem. Finally, our captain has taken offensive action and pushed up, and the enemy DDs have run away. He does manage to get a torpedo on the Bismarck, taking him out, and gets the first kill. Yamato is actually pushing forward. He drops some torps on the Yamato's position, slows down and attempts to make an emergency turn. He does get detected, unfortunately. Incoming fire from the Yamato secondaries, but he's already in a kiting position. Manages to dodge all the shells from the Yamato and lands 2 torpedoes in the process. Time to reposition again. Captain pops his speed boost. You can see here by the time on his speed boost module or consumable, he's using the module for extended speed boost. Pushes into the capture point. It's still being blocked, but there is still an enemy destroyer here. Enemy planes coming in from the Implacable. It's not the greatest anti-aircraft defense on the Mogador. And whether that was by intention or design, he manages to block the torpedoes on his friendly Alaska. They would have shattered harmlessly on his hull before they armed. He's spotted by the Mogador. Pops his reload booster again. These short-range exchanges between French destroyers can prove to be quite brutal. Mogador gets in behind the island and slows down. He's exchanged one island for another. He has managed to land 2 shells on his bow. But he's back camping behind an island once again. Captain is spotted all the time. Mogador does pop out, which is quite strange. Just set our captain on fire. A very strange tactic by this enemy Mogador, and it will cost him. Our captain takes him out. The enemy Mogador was choosing a very unorthodox playstyle. You would have to surmise that he's still quite inexperienced in the Mogador. The captain now is quite low, he's down to 6k health. Did manage to take down 2 planes there, which is quite surprising. Normally the French AA defense on these destroyers is quite weak. Enemy Yamato now is rushing the capture point. And our captain is going to be forced to take action here to help his friendly Alaska, who is trapped in a bad spot now. Incoming planes from the Implacable once again. And our captain is going to rush the Yamato. Dodges the opening salvo. And the second, he's already got 5 torps in the water, all looking on target. Gets 3 hits, 4 hits, and comes in for the coup de grace, utilizing the torpedo firing angles to perfection. Finishes off the Yamato with a very nice attack. Enemy rocket planes coming in from the Implacable once again. Dropped a fighter plane over his position also. Yuzora's division has finally broken the stalemate here at the sea capture point, but it has come at quite a cost. They have lost the Jean Bart. Yuzora himself is down to very low health along with his Alaska teammate. Our captain doesn't seem to be slowing down here though, so he won't be able to take the point. Might be a decision that comes back to haunt him. The enemy carrier is very close, it would seem, behind this island from the location and direction of those planes. Enemy Implacable is spotted. Our captain immediately loads up armor piercing, pops his reload booster. Our captain picks up the high caliber award. And the enemy Implacable goes down in a very short period of time. He manages to survive the rocket attack. The Mogador is capable of unleashing incredible amounts of burst damage. He racked up 16 citadels in that very brief encounter with the enemy carrier. Over 203,000 damage at this point. The game would seem to be in the bag at this point, but never underestimate the power of one's teammates to throw a potential victory. Moving in on the Yoshino. Yoshino is showing broadside. It might seem a strange choice to be rushing the Yoshino at this point. The Alaska is quite low. Looks like the Alaska is going to go down. Yoshino is low now as well. I think our captain might just admit there he slightly misplayed that one. Instead of using his torpedoes, maybe popping his reload booster and AP would have been the better option. And now suddenly the game is in doubt. That Yoshino managed to get a double strike there on both Omni players. And now it's a 2-on-2 situation. And the enemy team has the advantage of 2 capture points. This car first is quite healthy. He did manage to avoid the Gearing's torpedoes. Stalingrad has started to reverse. Our captain is urging the friendly Kiev to go and capture C. All the Kurfürst has to do at this point is keep his secondaries on the Stalingrad and remain angled. Enemy Gearing pops up in a close range fight with the Kiev. Kiev lands some good hits, knocks out the Gearing's engine. Kiev smokes up, he should be able to finish off the Gearing here. Incoming secondaries from the Kurfürst as well. The Kiev does manage to take out the Gearing, giving our team a good 100 points lead. Meanwhile, the Kurfürst has been whittled down. He is on fire. Stalingrad has gotten undetected. The Kurfürst has used his repair party, so he is gaining back HP. Kiev is making a move towards the sea point. And the Kurfürst only has to do one thing here, and that is not show broadside. And what does he do? He shows full broadside to Stalingrad at 5 kilometers and gets deleted. And throws the game in spectacular fashion. The game ends here soon afterwards. The Stalingrad moves in to block and take the B cap, while the Kiev is unable to do anything further, and the game ends without further incident moments later. Despite our brave captain's best efforts in his Mogador, the game ends in a defeat, but a fine game nonetheless, and a very nice demonstration of the Mogador's potential, despite trying circumstances at one of the most challenging capture points in the game. I'm looking forward to getting the Mogador myself. I'm currently grinding the Fantasque in anticipation. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.